Hi guys, so today's video might be a little bit different than what you're used to seeing here on my channel. I'm going to show you some stamps from a company called, really cute, Local King Rubber Stamp Company, okay? This popped into my head the other day when somebody asked me if I knew of a place they can get like Asian inspired stamps. And I was like, oh yeah, because this place I used to always go to the scrapbook expos all over the place, right? All up and down California. When I lived in Georgia for the time the military had us there, I went to the Duluth ones, I went to Orlando ones. So I was always running to this company, and the owner, the lady Lisa, does the demonstrations. She's amazing. She's so funny. Just if you guys think I keep it real and I'm laid back and just kind of, she is completely laid back and awesome. She's so fun. So definitely go check out her videos. I'll have the link to this in the description box down in here under the video for her channel. It's been up for quite some time, and let's give her some more viewers because they have amazing stuff. So what's different about her stamps, they are red rubber stamps, and I probably should have cleaned this off the last time I used it. Maybe I stained it with some other ink. But basically you're always going to stamp this one. Well, not always, but most of the time in black. So she plays with the stamps in different ways. So what I want to show you is like this one. Okay, so if it's all black like this, what you can do later is come in and do some color blending or add some color to the item. Or you can start off with just different colors that you're just going to place on there and stamp it. So this is the same thing. This is the same one with like more muted colors. This, I believe, is a sample I might have gotten from her. I don't remember what, to be honest, I don't remember what this was. I feel like it was a sample. But anyway, so just again, but if you can see, the paper's kind of shiny. So what she does is a lot of times she'll demonstrate with glossy papers, but I'll show you a few things with glossy paper and with just regular paper. So on her site, she does offer the glossy paper, and I'll talk about another one, the kind of background. So it's basically all rubber, and so normally when you get a stamp, it's the outline, and you stamp it in black or maybe some brown, and then you color it in, or it's just what it is. Maybe you shade it in with some coloring. These are the reverse. So what you see here, this black, that's what you're stamping, and then you come in with your color. Again, even with this one, this type, super cute. This one's called Cherish. Again, same thing. So I'm going to show you how to use these. I don't know if I'm going to do all of them. Well, because there's 3 or 4 different types of stamps that she does. A lot of times, like I said, she uses glossy paper that I was able to pick up like at her expos. I believe this is some of it. That is on her website. So I will have the link to the website. As you can see, it's kind of shiny. And it basically, she always uses water markers to color, or now inks, or however you want to do it. So what I'm going to do is grab a few things. She does have dies that go along with some of the items. I'm going to show you a few things. She has some specials. I guess every month she has specials, and then the price is really great, and sometimes she offers the free shipping with it. So what I want you to do in this video is, if you are interested, go ahead and click the link in the description box. It'll go over to their to her website. And if you have not ordered from them before, at the very top it says there, before you order, you know, you can email them, so contact us and just say this will be my first time ordering, and they'll give you a 20% off coupon code. And that's for everybody. That's not just because you came from my channel. But I would really appreciate it if you said in there that you came over because you saw a video of mine about her site or her company, because I was going to order some stuff, and then, you know, I had to ask for the 20% off coupon because I've never ordered online. I usually get it in person from her at the shows, which obviously right now there are none. And so I was like, well, I'm already emailing. I might as well just mention, hey, I have a YouTube channel. If there's anything you'd like to review or anything like that, you know, that'd be great. And so she responded back, and, you know, that's great. And she gave me my discount code, and then said, you know, if any of the things I show, basically of the things that I might order, get any kind of bump there on in her store, that she will give us a discount code for my channel for you guys to use. So that's really great. So if you email, ask for the discount code, let them know you came over from my channel, from VianneyCreates, and that way she kind of knows that she's getting more traffic, and maybe she'll give us a discount code sooner, because that discount code you get the first time is for one-time use. So later, if we get another code, then you can keep ordering possibly with another discount code, right? So that would be the benefit there for all of us, I guess. So please do that. That'd be really great. So what I want to do is just get started. So like I said, a lot of times she uses just regular markers, water-based markers, and I was kind of looking at the ones I have. She has a set that's really cute that's on sale right now that I definitely ordered, because their logo is adorable. I don't know if you can see. It's like a little Spud McKenzie type dog and a cat on a motorcycle, and really cute. The stamps are made in Canada. I believe she's based out of Washington, or, you know, out of both places, but on the US side, it's out of Washington. she had given a tip that if you're, I went to get like my pens and I'm like, oh, this one's dry, you know. Let me see if I can show you. Like, kind of dried out, as you can see there. So she'd given a tip about her markers or any other water-based marker. You can just open it up at the end here and add in a little dropper full of water. And I have these little syringes from Daiso, so I'll just use this. But otherwise, any kind of dropper or whatever you need to use. And she said put in enough water, like 3 or 4 drops, where it'll come out the tip. And I've done this before with my alcohol ink markers. And I never thought about just adding water to these kind of markers. So that should work. We're going to let it leach in there and then it should work better, right? So I'm just going to give it some time. Oh yeah, wow. Let me show you. Yeah, that's a lot better, right? So that's good. But these are some old Marvy markers that I have. So I will probably do that with the rest of these, but they worked, but they were a little bit dry. So I did want to give you that tip. But I remembered, obviously, I just recently reviewed the Diamond Press markers, which right now I was going to try them out just to make sure, you know, works great. Again, water-based markers, okay? Because if you use like your alcohol ink markers, they're going to dry up on the stamp. I had 2 in my hand while I was working with it, and I guess I had one backwards. When I went to use it, I went like this. I'm like, what the heck? I don't think I mentioned in the review that these have a fine tip side, guys. So if you have the Celebrations kit or if you pick these up, it just... Did I mention it? I don't feel like I mentioned it. It's because it's hard to tell and they're closed so well, I can't even tell. So there's a fine side. Hopefully I mentioned it because I didn't really use that option, right? So I'm going to use some water-based markers. I'm going to use a stamping platform, like a precision press, just in case. I'm going to use the glossy paper, even though you guys might not have it. I'm going to use regular paper, the Crafter's Companion stamping card. And I just want to show you, it ends up, you do things like this. It's going to be really pretty, guys. So hang in there, let me grab some things, and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to start with this Peony one. So the one I showed you here, the one with the crane, is called Asian Flair. So... well, we'll talk about this in a minute. So these are like full background stamps, and she has some really cool ones right now that I just ordered that are like pebbles, or it looks like river pebbles basically, or oh, what's the other one? Just like bubbles. And it's so cool because it looks like a black and white picture, and then you go over that with your inks, and it looks really pretty. So I wanted to order some of those for backgrounds. So I'm gonna get a piece of the glossy paper. Again, they have this on their site. And I'm going to use also just the regular one. And you know what, to be honest, I could probably just stamp with this. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on a stamping block or a platform. For this one, it's not going to matter because we're just going to use it and then color it in. And I promise you guys, this is going to be really fun, like totally different that you've ever really seen, unless you've seen their stamps before. Okay, so let's use the glossy one. And I'll use the other one, but first let's ink this up. And I am using VersaFine Onyx Black. And basically, let's just get this really inked up. And you really want that on there, right? Obviously, you want it. So right now, as you see, I'm streaking it because I'm just trying to get black ink everywhere. And then I'll go ahead and dab, dab, dab so you don't have streaks. This is so pretty already. You guys, gorgeous. But you also want to make sure, so my piece of paper is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just, well, this one, actually I don't know what the size of this is. I cut my own at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. But again, this is a very big stamp, so let's just make sure. If you're using like a stamping, you know, precision press, that's great because if you miss an area, you can come back in. But for now, I'm just going to do this and really let it soak in. And this stuff is very sticky, the glossy paper, so it sticks. Look at that. My goodness. Can you guys see the crispness and amazing? Do you understand what I'm saying? That these are like a reverse of a regular stamp. A regular stamp would just have the lines, but... it's just different, right? You don't do this. It doesn't quite do that. And again, it's red rubber, so you guys know it's going to be great every time. So that's, I mean, why I really enjoy their stuff. Some of them have coordinating dies. Not this one in particular, because it's a big background. But I'll show you something that's on sale this month. And that's kind of why I wanted to get the video going before I got my haul in. Because they have she has some really great sales. And they have free shipping, but otherwise she does have shipping on her site. I do not know how much it is or those kind of things. Mine was just over 20 bucks, but I ordered a lot of stuff. But if I just stuck to like the things that were on sale, it would have been free shipping. So just keep that in mind. And that discount also worked on that. So Again, my piece of paper is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is the regular stamping paper from Crafter's Companion, okay? And I'm doing it on both of these because it does give a different effect. So that way, if you see that glossy paper, I think, I remember it being $7.99 for 40 pieces on her site. You can get that. And see how that didn't stick because the glossy paper's sticky. Now, it's very different, right? The way it looks. This guy to this guy. It's a little crisper on here. But that's okay. So the reason I stamped these is because we're going to go over them with some color, but her tip is that they should be super, super dry before you go to do that. So I'm going to put these to the side for now. Let them kind of air dry. And we'll move on to try out some other stamps. So I do have a piece of paper. Okay, she has just a ton of gorgeous stamps. And so I went out to my, actually over to where I have the stamps that I bought from her at like scrapbook expos. And, you know, I have this water lily with the die. I have, or lily, or lotus, what is that? This one's called water lily. This one's really cute, it's the poppy set. And then I had got that and then the dies that go with it. So right now she has sets that are like that, where you buy the stamp and then you buy the dies separately. She has some that come together as one. This is sewing and stitching. And then she has the die for the little sewing machine. Really pretty ones like this Sweet Nectar. Of course, Hummingbird, had to get it. This is, I bought this years ago. And then I had the dies separate, so it has a little hummingbird and the flowers. I think I reviewed this on my old channel one time. This one's really pretty. Obviously they're all hummingbird, and you can find these on their site there. Again, with dies. This one's just another background, but there's two small, it's two of them. One is kind of more like the traditional die. They're just kind of interesting the way they stamped. You see how one's black and white and then white and black, basically. It's the opposite of the other. The koi fish, which, oh, darn, I didn't notice. I didn't have the dies for this. I don't know that they're available right now. But this is so pretty. She has a ton of koi fish stamps. This one's really pretty, Asian Essence. That's the one I stamped here. And I'm going to show you right now the way you would do this, because this is all just colored and you'll see. So right now I'm going to use Ribbit. That's the one that is on sale right now. I think it's $17.99, and then you get your discount for the stamp and the die, and it's super cute. And she made a card that was really adorable, so I'm going to try something like that. I'm taking some inspiration from hers, but I'm not copying exactly what she did. I am going to use regular paper on this because she did something that was really cute and innovative, so I want to try that out. So this is just a regular piece of stamping paper. This is when I'm going to break out the precision press, because if you're using the glossy paper, you're going to get a great impression the first time. But if you're using regular paper like this, you might have to stamp it again. And so in so doing, you just want to make sure that you have a precision press so you can go right back to it. So I'm going to get this guy out. And the reason I bought this too is because I'm pretty sure she demoed it, because normally frogs aren't like the thing I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get these frogs. But I'm pretty sure she demoed it and I thought that is awesome. So that's kind of what happens at the Scrapbook Expo, especially with her stuff. A lot of times people will just show you, how to work something and you're like, okay. Again, cling mounted, you can stick it to any acrylic block, however you want. But I just need a small piece of paper because we're gonna cut this out anyway. So I'm gonna get that on there. I was like, where is this water coming from? It's coming from the little syringe here. I'm gonna put this over. So we have our little frog. Now I'm gonna close up a little bit more. What I want you to see is, obviously it's a frog. He has a little flower, a little green stem. And so what I wanna do is get some pretty colors down on him. And we've done this before with clear stamps, right? Especially when I reviewed these, where you just kind of color over it. But this is just a different effect. Like, it's just because of the way the stamp is made. So that's what she says, it's a special stamp, not special markers or however. Again, water-based markers, right? And, okay, let's just get started. So with the frog, I think I'm gonna go in with the light green, and I'm laying it down. So I'm not like, I'm kind of keeping it at an angle, kind of coloring most of the frog. Really just laying down some of that color. And then I'm going to go in with a dark green, which is more like a teal color, and just put it in here and there. His little hands. I think in her example she had some teal in there, like a blue, and I thought that was really pretty. So I'm going to get this light blue and put it on his little tummy. And then make sure we're getting that green branch, right? Again, add some more color. Maybe green there on the flower. So I'm looking at the detail of the stamp, but it's not the biggest deal. You guys need to see her in action like at a scrapbook expo. She's like, boom, 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 just putting it on there because it doesn't matter. Now let's say we want the flower to be pink and like a deeper pink. So I'm going to go through the flower, again, rubbing that in there. I can hear one of my kids walking around. They promised me they would not. Okay. And then I'm going to take like this purple, kind of get some of that in there. I promise you this is going to look awesome when we're done. And then she always says, just take some black and like, okay, maybe put some near the eyes, maybe near the little hands here. Just like, and then she even just dots it. And I'm telling you, I know it seems weird, but it just comes out amazing. Now, this is a rubber stamp. It's not really going to dry out, but I always like to huff anyway. So I'm going to, with my breath, just give it a little something, but she goes right for it. Now I'm going to stamp this and make sure. Again, this is regular stamping paper, so it does look different than if you were using glossy paper. But look at him. Oh my gosh, actually that's pretty good. I don't even know that I need to do more. So, look at him. Look at this. And you guys saw me. I was just scribbling. Now, she says if, let's say you do that and it's not so bright, you're not too happy, come back in with just the light colors that you were using. So like, I'll come back in with like the green. Put it all over my little froggy guy here. Just to brighten it up, add a little more color, whatever. But I'm pretty happy with how he is. But I'm just going to show you if I were to do that and then bring it back over. That's why you want a precision press. Bring it back over and really just stamp that down again. And you're just going to get a little more vivid. See, he's quite a bit more vivid, right? Than before. But look at that. You guys. And you know, I did that coloring video earlier today and I was like, this is not the thing I normally do. Let me go grab something that I totally forgot about, and I will be right back to finish this. So she made this cute card where he's like sitting on a lily pad, and she covered him with packing tape to make him shiny. Is that a cool thing? I don't know. I was just like, what? So let me put this on here. Obviously, I don't know the acidity of packing tape and all that, but you know, it's what it is. Let's just try it out and be happy. So I'm going to open up my die. And so again, you can make an aperture with this. I was showing you guys how to cut an aperture, put it into just a piece of paper. I actually have one here, like this one. I just ran it through a piece of scrap paper, and now whenever I want to use it, I can use it to line it up and then place, you know, line it up so I know where it's going to cut, place it back down and run it through with the thing I want to cut. I did not do that for this one, and I'm not going to, but she's like, you know, just kind of look at it and make sure, like, you know, the little eyes are centered where the eyes are, and you're going to get a pretty good, cut, right? So I'm just kind of eyeballing that. I'm eyeballing the eyeballs. And it might not be perfect, but again, you know, take your time. Oopsie. There goes that. I'm just going to say about here. Let's just call that. Ugh, it slipped. Hold on, because of the tape. Let's do that again. Just looking at different areas, like his little finger there kind of helps me. Okay, that should stay at least. All right, I'm just gonna cut it on my Anna Griffin here. I'm just trying to get this layers correct here. Oh, you know, I'm gonna cut into the matte there. Why not? And my metal shim. It's not that detailed, so I don't think I need the metal shim, but I'm just gonna run this through real quick. Oh my gosh, you know why I went ahead and cut it into the magnetic? Because I wanted to get some of that embossing. So she has, I'm telling you, so you'll see when I start getting my haul in, very innovative dies where like you can cut a whole thing or you can just leave some of it in for your card front. And it's just really smart the way she does things. But look at that. Look at that with the embossing. Oh my gosh, you guys. Super adorable. So I'm going to try to put this together with a little like lotus card, and she cut it out by hand, so that's what I'm going to do too. Okay, I'll be right back. So this is actually textured card. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to fold it in half. And it's just a big piece of scrap card that I have here. And I'm just going to take my scissors and leave that because that's going to make our card, but I'm going to do this by hand. She cut out a template and went from there. to make it look more like a lotus shape or a lily pad shape. So I'm just kind of giving it a little bit of shape. So this is totally handmade, and we'll see what happens. She also had a nice texture to make it look more lily pad. I will have the link to that video because she did the video for her sale, obviously, that she has going on right now. And then she even cut out a little piece of the lily pad, which I thought was really cute. You know, sometimes that happens, so just like a little something like that. However, so we'll leave that. And I'm going to use the other side of this paper just to cover my background here. And I'm going to come in with a few inks. Now she has these things called mushroom blenders, and they are adorable. These mushroom sponges, basically. But I'm going to start off with some green with my regular old blenders here. And this one, I'm going to actually cover this up so the bottom doesn't get messed up. And this is Spring Meadow, and I'm just going to come in to the middle here with some Spring Meadow. So I'm not putting as much detail as she had, which would be nice, but this is Pine Tree coming around the edges here. And this is my quick dry. Again, you can use water reactive. Ooh, water reactive would be cute, especially if you give it some sprinkles of water afterwards, just to kind of blend it through a little nicer. I'm going to go back into that lighter color. Nope. And then she took a little bit of brown, like around the edges. So this is Friar Brown. And then I'm going to show you basically how to color in those other ones that we were waiting for, right? So this is just a few different the types of things that she has on her site. Definitely take a look. Definitely get that 20% off discount, especially if you're going to be getting some of the specials, because again, they have for the free shipping. Look how cute. Now, of course, you can put like lines in there and, you know, go all out, but I'm just going to keep it kind of simple. And then she had really cute, she used those little things those little bouncy, springy things that they sell, what are they called? That make it look like it's moving around. But I don't have that, so, well, I do have them actually, but I'm just not going to put it on here. And then she took some of this and just stamped a little bit more just to give it some detail. So I'm going to take one of these and do that, just to give it a little something more. Again, like I said, it's just, you can put it on any block. And what I'll do is stamp with the pine, because look how dark. Again, it's those cool stamps, that cool effect you get. I just want to see how green this is. Yeah, it's a little bit dark, but I will put some here. Nope. Again, the same thing that I showed you to paint him, you could do that with this, and that's just giving it a little more texture, okay? So there's that. And for this little card, all I'm going to do to finish it off is just put him on here with some dimensional adhesive. Now, it would be awfully cute with one of those little boingy things. I think that's what they're called, right? Boingy things. I can't think of the name right now. I will think of it, but I'll have the link so you'll see. Oh, and by the way, his little hand comes out. I don't know if you can see this. This thing. This is the most adorable. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I got this one. And so that's the one that's on sale this month, Ribbit Ribbit. So I'm just putting a little bit of dimensional adhesive. And I would be super proud to give that to somebody. Isn't that cute? And then you can just write your little sentiment inside. I mean, this is totally handmade, just really fun little thing. So there's that one. And then let's go back. Hopefully these guys are dry, because otherwise I'm going to make a mess. And I'm going to get some of my inks. Again, I like using quick dry. You want to use water reactive, whatever it is that you like to use. But let me get some daubers and some colors, and we'll finish this up. So for this one, where's my pink? So my pink is pretty shot because it is super dark pink, and I want to start with a lighter pink. So I'm going to go ahead and switch this out, even though I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to start off with this pink tulip. Quick dry, and just dab in there. And just get some of this and just start putting it in where the flowers are. I am going to come in with a darker pink in just a minute, so just kind of where the flowers are at. I'm just dabbing, dabbing, dabbing. And then, you know what? I'll use that deeper pink with another. I'm going to go ahead and go into fuchsia. And start putting that in too. And you do not have to do it this way. You can obviously do whatever you like. Add lots of different colors. I'm just using that. And then I'm going to go in with the green in Spring Meadow. This will be fine. And just for fun, well actually I'm going to come back in with the lighter pink, kind of blend some of this. And hopefully you can kind of see that I'm getting like an orange from mixing the pink with the green a little bit. And actually there should have been some green in here. And just for funsies, let's go grab this blue. I didn't even think of it. I just noticed, like, why not put some fun colors in here? And okay, I'm going to use my water reactive because it's easiest to find. This is Spa Blue. And I'm just going to put him right around the edges over here. So this, the point of this would be like, this is your card. The card is like artwork instead of it being like, oh, well, you know, just put a sentiment on there, maybe something you can cut out or however. Let me finish that up. Okay, so there's this one, and I know it doesn't look like much right now because the side is kind of messy, but we'll fix that in a minute. And then this is the glossy paper. So the glossy paper is really fun. So I'm going to dip in my green. Oopsie. I'm going to start lifting this off. You know what? It's not dry yet. Sorry, guys. Well, I kind of messed it up, but let me show you. I'm just going to dab it instead of rubbing it in since we started, or since I started it. Don't rub it because it was still wet. But here we go. I'm just going to dab it in. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, let's go with the pink. And again, I'm just dab, dab, dab because I don't want to destroy that. But the colors just pop so much more on this. And there we go, covering the green again. Let me go back into the green here. Okay, and then our deeper kind of fuchsia. Oh my goodness, can you see how much brighter this shows up? So pretty. And then let me go back to the blue. Just add a little more blue. So I'm sorry I jumped the gun on this one. Maybe that's where I'll put my my oopsie, right? I'll have to go in there and do that. Super pretty. So I want to show you this. And I did them both on purpose so you can kind of see the difference in what it looks like. So I'm going to wait for this to dry. I'm going to put something cute there, right, to cover up our oopsie. I'll cut them down just so you can kind of see what it would look like as a card. And basically just go from there. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the tutorials. Hopefully it didn't take too much time. I think I made them pretty quick just to kind of show you what Local King Rubber Stamp is about. And it's just really innovative, really fun. And thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now. Real quick, as I was cleaning up, just so you know, with their stamps, all you have to do is come in and, I don't normally wash my red rubber stamps, but you can just come in with a baby wipe or, you know, water on a towel. And it's water, so it's water-based. So look at that. I mean, it comes right off. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.